Hello, Brett here with Frank Kinok YouTube channel, and today I want to talk about buying gold in Thailand and how it compares to buying gold in the US. Whoever has been to Thailand before has seen these gold shops everywhere, right? Every couple of blocks you see like a gold shop. And you walk in, you're like, wow, it's pretty. You look at all the stuff, beautiful, tons of gold. You look at the numbers. They can't speak English, so you just kind of say, is it a good deal? Is it a bad deal? Are you getting ripped off? Is it legitimate? Is it a scam? How much gold are you actually getting? And then how does it compare to your home country, especially the US, where it's pretty simple to buy gold in the US. You just basically order it online. In this video, we're going to talk about all those things, how they calculate gold, how they weigh gold, and is it a better deal to buy it in the US, or is it better to bring your money to Thailand and buy it here? So stay tuned and we'll get into it. Okay, so this is a picture off the internet of one of these classic gold shops. You know, it's got the Chinese letters that nobody, including Thai people, can read, which is usually the name of the shop, maybe the name of the family that owns the shop. And then you've got this beautiful yellow shiny gold on the walls, and you think, is this a good deal or what's going on here? And you see so many of them, and they are honest, reputable businesses, most of them, and it is pretty well regulated from what I understand. So the short answer to that question is yes, you can buy it, and it is a close deal to what you're getting globally around the world. But sometimes it can work out in your favor, and sometimes it won't. So I'll show you how to calculate that difference. So the key info that you need to know before buying anything in Thailand, before any of it makes sense, and you can compare what's a good deal and what's not, is the US weighs gold in troy ounces, which is different than ounces. It's just a fun fact. So 1 troy ounce is 31.105 grams of pure gold. Now, when you buy 1 troy ounce coin in the US, you're actually getting 1 troy ounce of gold. So the typical coin, like a golden eagle, will weigh 33.9 grams. So in the US, it says you want 1 troy ounce of gold. The coin is 1 troy ounce of gold. You're getting 1 troy ounce of gold. You don't have to subtract for the weight and do all that. You know you're getting 1 ounce of gold. Thailand doesn't quite work that way. Now, Thailand weighs their gold in baht, which is also the same name as their currency, which makes it really kind of confusing if you're talking to someone and they say, oh, it costs this much baht, this baht is this baht, and you're like, you have no idea what they're saying. You think they're talking about the money, and it's not the money, and they're talking about weight of gold, and you just totally get lost, and it doesn't make any sense, and you really can't do any of the math to see if you want to buy it or not. So 1 baht weighs 15.244 grams, but that is the total weight. So 1 baht contains 14.71 grams of pure gold. Now, the other thing to be aware of is that 1 baht is 14.7, almost 15. That's almost half of an ounce. So a lot of people call it a half ounce. It's a half ounce. The people behind the counter say it's about a half an ounce, or it's a half ounce. And if you start doing the math, if you buy a big chunk of gold thinking it's a half ounce, you're actually not getting a half ounce. You're getting close to a half ounce, but not quite. And in the world of investing in gold, you want to know exactly how much gold you're getting, because that can be the difference between a good deal and a bad deal. Okay, so when you walk in to one of these gold stores, you're going to see this classic sign here. You've got 28,400, 28,500. So it's all in Thai. You have no idea what they're talking about. But basically what it is how much they will sell you a baht of gold for in a bar, right? So if you have a bar or a chunk of gold, this is the price. So if you are buying it from them, you're going to pay 28,500 baht for 1 baht of gold, plus whatever fees they have on top of it. And if you sell it to them, they will give you 28,400 baht for the gold, minus any fees they have for that. So you can see it's pretty similar, the buying and the selling. That's about 100 baht difference, is a little more than $3, is the difference in the buying and selling price. Now, there's a little more that goes into that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But that's what these prices are. And this third price here is the price of jewelry. So if you sell them jewelry, this is what they'll give you, 26,980. And if you buy jewelry, it'll probably be 29,000 something because the jewelry has a higher market. Because these shops, the way they do jewelry, they don't ever resell the jewelry. If you sell them a really nice, perfect, brand new necklace, they will take that necklace, melt it down, and make a new necklace with it. And they do that because people just want new stuff. It's Thai style. They want it new. They want it custom. They want it theirs. And that is how these gold shops operate. Now we're going to answer the question of, is it better to buy gold in the US or in Thailand? There's two kinds of people that might be interested in buying gold in Thailand. One is the person coming on vacation, thinking, hey, I can bring a chunk of cash, go to the gold shop and buy some gold and maybe save on commission. So that's one person. And we're going to look at one example on if you bring, say, $10,000 or $5,000, whatever amount you might want, and you buy gold. Is it better to do that in Thailand, or is it better to just buy it in your home country? The other person who might be interested in buying gold in Thailand is people here on long stay visas, because you have to keep 400 or 800,000 baht, depending on the type of visa you have, for renewal every year in the bank, which is about $10,000 to $25,000. So you might think, hey, maybe I can take some of that and buy some gold because I'm worried about inflation or something like that, or you think the price might rise. Are you going to get your money back, right? So you don't want to buy gold and then sell it back, and then all of a sudden you're down a big chunk of money because you had to pay the fees or the commission. Even if the price of gold didn't change, how much would you actually lose? So to answer those questions, we're going to go to my spreadsheet, and the first one is the current market spot price. So in order to find the current market spot price, we just go to Market Watch, and we've got gold at 1792. So that's what we've got in there, 1792. Now the exchange rate, so if you come to Thailand off the plane, you can take your cash immediately to this place called Super Rich. You take a taxi, a couple bucks in taxi, and then you're at this store, Super Rich. So they are buying dollars at 33.4, which is great. So I'm going to update that, 33.4. Now you also might want to check it out on TransferWise, what your exchange rate is there. So you got 33.44, but then you've also got fees in there, so you could actually subtract the fees from the amount you send to figure out what the exchange rate is that you'd be getting if you sent it on TransferWise if you wanted to send money from the US. And then you just plug in the appropriate exchange rate, which would be like 33.25 or whatever. But we're going to stick with the Super Rich. So this is for people flying over and wanting to take their cash right to Super Rich, get the bot, and then go buy gold. So then the next thing you need to compare is JM Bullion. So you go to JM Bullion Gold, 1 ounce gold bars, and then you find the cheapest one. So you got the cheapest one, 1 ounce Rand Refinery, 99% gold, 99.9, and you got 1859.36. So we've got that plugged in there. And then the last thing you need to do is go to the Thailand Gold Traders Association's website, and they've got the price right there. So today, you are buying a baht of gold for 28,450. So I'm going to update that here. All right. Now you need to figure out basically apples to apples. You've got apples to oranges going on because you've got Thai baht, which is 96.5% gold, JM Bullion selling 1 troy ounce of pure gold, and it's really hard to do the calculations. But with this Excel sheet, I can kind of tell everybody real quick what it is. So you got 57.61 cents is the spot price of gold. And in Thailand, the spot price of gold is 1,924 baht. And that's pure gold. That's not the total weight of the baht. So now the spot price of the baht is 847, and the spot price in baht is 28,308. So this right here, that kind of gives you a big hint. You're buying it at 28,450, And the spot is 28,308, so you're $5 per bot, like $10 an ounce. So you're pretty close to the spot price here. Now, how is it like that all the time? No, but we'll get into in a second why it's like that right now. So the other parts of the sheet, you just got U.S. data, 1 gram per troy ounce, 31.1. Now the total coin weighs 33.9. You've got here, so that's 91.7% gold. But that you don't really need to worry about that because the way they do it on the website is they calculate 1 ounce of pure gold. So this is just for your knowledge. JMB bar price, you've got that plugged in, 1859. And this is how much if you buy it on JMB. You're at $59.78 for 1 gram. Or 2,000 baht for 1 gram. If you bought it in the US, you order it online, they got free shipping, that's what you're paying for 1 gram. Now come to Thailand, you've got this data here. So we talked about this already, how much the baht weighs, 14 and 15 grams. The percent is 96.5. That's the percent of the gold. The baht price, 28,450, 100 is the fee. So that's another thing where they get you. They got this 100 baht fee per baht. So you're not actually paying 28,450, you're paying 28,550. So the price per baht is 854. Price per troy ounce is 1807. And then you come here, and then the price per pure gold per gram is 5811. Price per pure gold for 1 baht is 1940, or per gram. It's 1940. Okay, so these are what you're comparing. If you buy it in Thailand today, you're paying $58.11 for pure gold per gram. In America, you're paying 59.78 cents per gram for pure gold, which is a significant amount cheaper because you think 1 ounce is 30 grams, 30 times 2, that's $60 difference. Now, if you're buying tens of thousands of dollars worth of gold, you can come to Thailand and get a lot more gold for your money. Now we have 2 examples that people might be interested in. So the first example is if you brought $10,000 from the US, converted it over to baht, and then went to the gold store and bought yourself some gold. How much would it cost you here versus if you stayed at home and just spent that money on gold in the US? So you've got your money spent, 10,000. Gold bought in the US would be 167 grams. So convert that to baht, and you are at 334,000 baht at the super rich. That's what they will hand you walking out today if you took $10,000 to them today. Now you take that cash, go to the gold store, you are at 172 grams. The difference in grams is 4.8. Difference in ounces is 0.15 ounces. Difference in money is $288 or almost 10,000 baht. So you are at a 3% gain already just from buying the gold in Thailand versus buying the gold online on JM Bullion. Before we get to the second example, let me show you how that can change to where you'd actually want to buy it in the US. All depends on this guy right here. So this is the exchange rate. Let's say for whatever reason the baht got stronger, the dollar got weaker, and we are at, say, 31.5, which is what it was at for a really long time. Now, if nothing else changed in the baht price of gold, the Thailand gold price, everything remained the same, watch what happens to all this numbers here. This 3% goes to negative 3%. All of a sudden, your $10,000 buys 167 grams in the US, but it only buys 162 here. Difference in gram is 5 grams. You're losing 5 grams coming to Thailand. And you're losing 10,000 baht and you're losing 3%. Let's take it back down to 30 where it was for a long time. Now you're at 8% loss by buying it here in Thailand. But if the currency was to go down to 30 or get stronger to the point where it's 30, the gold would probably get stronger as well and would come down to, say, it would achieve some sort of parity with the exchange rate. But that's why having this kind of spreadsheet that does all the calculations is really the best thing for you to do and kind of figure it out at that moment, because you never know. You come on the plane, you're going to be up 5%, you're going to be down 5%, you're going to be even, and it's not worth the risk of bringing all that money on the plane, whatever it might be. So let's put this back, at 33.40. The last example we're going to look at is if you already live in Thailand and you have a chunk of money that you might want to buy some gold with because you're, for whatever reason, this is what you want to pay attention to. So if you say take 800,000 baht, which is a little more than $20,000, we got right here. And if you bought it today at 28,450 per baht, because this is the sign here that you're going to walk into the store and see, this is how it would work. You purchase per gram is about 1941. You would walk out of there with 412 grams of pure gold and 427 grams in total baht weight, in total gold weight. So when you put it on the scale, it would weigh 427.2 grams. If it doesn't, you definitely want to ask some questions and make sure that everything is kosher there. So now you want to know, what if I sold it immediately? How much am I actually paying in commission and fees to this gold shop? Well, the answer to that question is right here. So if you turned around and sold it back to them that same day, you bought it, and you say, you know what, I want it, I'm going to sell it back to you, you're going to sell it at 28,350, which is their buy price. Now, their fee is usually around 100 baht. That can change, but most places is about 100 baht. So you are actually going to be selling it to them at 28,250. Now, you bought it at 28,550. So your total baht that you have is 28.02 baht. That's your total gold that you have. And then when you sell that back, you're going to get 791,500 baht. So you are losing 8,500 baht, which is a little less than $300, or about 1.05% of your purchase goes into commissions for them. That's buying it and selling it back to them. They're going to take a chunk on each way. So you are going to lose 1.05%. That's what goes to the gold shop. And finally, you might want to know, okay, well, what does it have to go up to if you want to break even? Because a lot of people need that money back and put it in the gold, put it in the bank account in order to get their visa. They need that cash there. So what does it need to go to just to break even? And then you can kind of take a little risk and see if you think it's going to go to that price or beyond, you might make a little money. Finally, so if your desired amount is 800,000 and your gold weight is 28.02 baht, remember that's what you bought a year earlier, the shop buy price is going to be 28,650 minus the fee is 28,550. So when the sign here, this is what the sign has to say if you want to get your 800,000 baht back, 28,750. So what's the difference here? Come down to here. The price increase in baht has to be 300. So basically, if you buy it at any price, if you want to break even, it has to be 300 baht more than when you bought it. That's your break even point, is 300 baht. So what that means is the gold shop price increase has to be $9. So gold per baht has to go up $9. And the spot increase, the spot price of gold per ounce has to go up 634 baht. Or in US dollars, it has to go up $19. So if the spot price per ounce goes up $19, you're going to break even. If it goes up more than $19, you're going to make money. If it goes up less than $19 or even goes down, then yeah, you're going to lose money. So whatever you think the price of gold is going to do over the next year might be how you want to think of buying gold or not. Also compared to what you think the Thai baht might do. All right, so that is buying gold in Thailand in a nutshell. I know it seems confusing, but if you go over the video and then you look at the equations, if you look at the equations again, it'll make more sense. So I hope that helped. I hope you found the video interesting. And give a like or thumbs up if you liked the video. And we'll see you next time.